So in this video we're going to look at my Dansco 7070 United States typeset, and I will come back when I get the first set of coins we're going to look at up and close out. So I'll be right back. Here are the copper cents, and first I just thought I'd talk about this one I own. I'll get up and close with it, hold on. So as you can see, it is a King George II. Sorry if my camera work with this is not too good. I'm still working on it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just not going to use the loop. It is a King George II halfpenny. And it is from 1753, as you can see there. A very nice colonial copper. So I guess we can call this kind of part of my typeset to show what the colonists used before the US made coins. And so we'll go over my half cents. I only have one. I have a capped, what is it? Hold on, my brain. A classic head half cent, 1809. It's very rough shape, as you can tell. The condition is not the best. It is a coal coin, but still my oldest U.S. coin, 1809, half cent. And yeah, I need an upgrade, but those are expensive, so I'll wait. And then my only large cent I have is this 1848 braided hair large cent. It is as well a coal coin, as you can tell, but still a nice large cent. The back's pretty nice, except those cuts and that one ding. So next, my only flying eagle I have in bad, rough shape is an 1858, I believe, small letters. When I looked at it, I haven't looked at it in a while. I'll need an upgrade for this one at some point. So first small cent the U.S. ever made. This was only made for 2 years. 1858, I guess, no, 1856, 1857, 1858. Made for 2 years. The 1856 is beyond rare, though. Only like 3,000 were made or something like that. But so, still a nice... I love the design of this coin, by the way. And then next is the other copper nickel. So this is a 1-year design. First year for the Indian, 1859. Mine is about an AG3. Really rough shape. But it's a 1-year design because of the back. This is called the laurel wreath. And this was only made in 1859. And then the next year, they changed it to the... Mine is an 1863, and it's in decent shape. It's I'd probably say about a VG8. As you can see some of the letters of Liberty on it. I'm going to try this one last time and see if... Yeah, you can see them there. Yeah, there you go. You can see the letters of Liberty. It's a little dusty from being in my album, but 1863, they changed the design. To have the shield on the back. Mine has a nice cud, about a VG8, VG10, and these are really thick because they're called copper nickel, because or fatties as some people call them, because of the nickel content in them. And then in 1864, during the Civil War, they had to switch to the thin ones, like just the modern, just the way they used to be made, at least. This one is a 1907 Indian in very nice shape. You can see it's got full Liberty, probably about an XF 45, I'd say. Nice coin. And then in my album, I do not have a 1909 VDB. I have a wheat cent here. We can look at that. My wheat cent is a 1941 in there. It is a proof, actually. Bad condition proof, but still, we shouldn't skip that. The 43 steel cent, mine is not BU, unfortunately. It's just when I found at my grandma's house, stuck to a stapler. And that was only made in 43, and the public hated it. And then they changed it back. Here is my 2-cent coin, rough shape, but you get what you can afford. It is an 1860, hold on, it's an 1868. So, it's slightly better date. These were made from 1864 to 1873, I believe, was the last year, and that was only a proof mintage. So, very unusual denomination, 2 cents. I'd love to find one of these metal detecting, but still, love that coin. And then the only other odd denomination I have a 3-cent nickel from 1866. It's a decent shape, not awful. And then this is a 3-cent nickel. The 3-cent silver one is a lot smaller and more expensive. So, and you can see it's got a big die crack there. I'll come back when I pull out the other coins for the album. Next page of the Dansco album. Some of these coins are in pretty nice shape. Alright, first, my 1 half dime is an 1853 with arrows. It is so thin. From Philadelphia. 1853 with arrows from Philadelphia. So the arrows were actually added to when they lessened the silver count, the silver nut count amount, to make it so that people could know the difference. And then people hoarded the ones before, 1850, some 1853s and before, because they had more silver and were worth more. And then the nickel 5-cent pieces is my 1 shield is an 1869, probably about a VG8. These started in 1866, right after the Civil War. I do not have the stars and rays variety, unfortunately, and they ran until about 1883. Yeah, 1883 or 82, 83 or 82 was the last year on them. And this is a nice, about a VG8, nice coin. These are expensive, and actually, shield nickels are smaller than, slightly smaller than other nickels. Fun fact. Next, in 1883, they started the V nickels. Now, mine is about an AU 53. This is in 1883. No cents. So, in 1883, they changed the nickel design, as I said, and people actually counterfeited this as a $5 gold piece, and plated it with gold. So the government, halfway through 1883, they added the cents onto the back. So you can see they moved the E pluribus unum to the top, and then added the word cents. And speaking of that, here is mine in 1892. It's about fine 12 condition with scratches. You can see. And the 1892 in this grade is actually about a $20 coin without the scratches, so that's why that's in there. And then those ran until 1912, except for the super rare 1913. And then in 1913, they released the Buffalo nickel. And they had another issue first year, minus the 1913, a low AU, about a AU 50 on it. And then they actually, see how it's on a standing mound. Then they had to change it to a sunken mound, because the standing mounds would rub away and the denomination would be gone. So, and then my other Buffalo is a 34. Not that nice shape. I want to get a BU one day. And then I'm skipping just the standard Jesserson, but I'll talk about the war nickels. These were produced from 1942 to 1945, and they are 35% silver with a mix of other metals. And this one's a 45S. And if you ever find one of these with the mint mark above, keep them, because they'll have the silver content. And then, actually, the first time they used the P mint for Philadelphia was on these nickels. And next we can talk about the dimes I have. Hold on, let it focus. Not sure why it doesn't want to focus. First, my oldest silver coin is this 1832 capped bust dime. It's about an AG3, maybe a G4 on a good day. With the eagle on the back. 10 cents. And these are actually bigger than a normal dime. See? It's bigger. And then these were made up until 1838 or 39, I think. Then they introduced the Seated Liberty. This is one of my favorite coin designs ever, and this is a nice one. This is an 1858 P in really nice shape. I'm getting this coin graded. I believe it to be about a VF25 to VF30. Is what I've been told. It's so nice. I mean, you can see the full detail. You can see Lady Liberty's hair. You can see how nice it is. And then this coin was ran one of the longest running coins for a very long time, and is my favorite design of all time. And they were very popular and ran until 1891 was their last year. And this is actually the one without arrows. After the first set of arrows was removed. And then, speaking of the first set of arrows again, here's an 1853 arrows, used to also, show the silver content. And this one is a P. Still, it's got a coal coin. But still, I have a spot filled with this one. So, yep. That's the same with the half dime store in those. And then, I have every dime for the book. My other Seated Liberty, the one with the legend, they removed the stars and added the United States of America. This is an 1876, and if you watched my metal detecting video recently, I dug a 1876S, one of these, which I still can't believe. But this is not an S. This is an 1876. Hold on, I have to zoom in because it's going to be hard to see this. It is an 1876 Carson City. You see that? You can see the top of the C's right there. But still, this is my only coin from Carson City. It is not the best shape, but it's still a great coin. And then, in 1892, they introduced the Barber design. Well, the Barber design, yeah, dime. This is a 1912 P. In decent shape. You can see almost all Liberty. They actually have the same reverse, the two of them. See? Mine's a bit more worn, but you can see they're pretty much the same reverse. There's slight differences, And then these ran until 1916 was the last year. And then in 1916 they introduced the wonderful Mercury dime, or Winged Liberty. I prefer Mercury. Mine is a 1941 P in nice shape, and the way to determine value on these is 16D, and those lines. If those lines are full, then you got a nice coin worth a good amount of money. So yeah, I'm gonna come back when I get the other coins out, but I'm just skipping, the modern common stuff. So I'll come back with the next. I don't have a lot of the quarters, half dollars, and dollars because they're expensive. So first, the only seated quarter I have is in real rough shape, but you can barely tell the date there. It is a 1854 with arrows. And I'm just going to say, I love the arrows and rays 1853. I'm going to buy a real nice one day. It's a shame this one, I would have loved an 1853. And it is from New Orleans, which is kind of a better date. I believe PCGS estimates there's only 700 of these still in existence, and I have one, and I find that really cool. So that's the only seated quarter I have. They are the same as the dimes and the half dimes, half dollars, but I don't have any half dollars. Next, I do have a Barber quarter. It is a 1909, about nice, a decent tape. You can see some of Liberty. It's got some good detail. Most of these are pretty slick. And it's from Denver, as you can tell, if it'll focus. Yeah, from Denver. And then these were all designed by the same guy, Charles E. Barber. The quarter and the half dollar are the same. The dime has a different reverse. And then my other quarter I have is a SLQ, Type 2. That's a 1925, the most common. The type 1s are on the front. They have no stars on the back, and the eagle is flying a bit higher. And the woman, Liberty's hand is like by the eye a bit. And yeah, and then she wears this chainmail after 1916 and 1917. But so those are the quarters I have. And then here are the half dollars. I didn't do the Kennedys because they're common. Here's a 1907 Barber half. Yeah, just your standard Barber half. It's pretty trashy condition. I'm gonna need to upgrade that. 1944 P Walking Liberty. It's in bad shape. I need a better one. And then a 1963 D Ben Franklin half. So those are my silver halves. Excluding this one, I have a Colombian half dollar. It's pretty cool. It's from 1893, from the World's Fair in St. Louis, I think. Yep. No, Chicago. Chicago World Fair, celebrating 400 years of Christopher Columbus. And it's so cool. It's a nice one. Yeah, this is the only commemorative I have. I want to get more of commemoratives at some point. Next, your Morgan. I want anything except an 1921. Mine's a 1921 in bad shape. P. This is your standard Morgan. I have a nice piece dollar. At least I think it's nice. It's the first silver dollar I ever bought, and first coin I ever bought, actually. It is a 1923. P. It's got some chatter. P with some very nice toning. These were made to celebrate the peace after World War II up until 1935. And some of the 30s and later 20s have low mintages, so if you ever find them, they could be real good. And then the other silver dollar, the Ike dollar. I thought this one was good enough to pull out. A 1971 S, 40% silver. This is not a proof. These are, I guess, NIFCs. To show these were made until 1979. No, wait, 78. Yeah, 78 was last year of these, and they were used to show the moon and Ike, because he passed away right before these were made. And then I'll actually just go ahead and quickly go over this, because I won't be taking these out. You know, your bicentennial stuff. I don't have a bicentennial half. Sacagawea, nice steak quarter, and a 20, what is that? A 2013 or 2015, I don't even remember. 2015 is what it is. 2015 Silver Eagle. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And I will be uploading another video shortly. Thank you.